Joining us now is Ojinika Ojiokwe with stories trending around the world. Hello, Jinix.
Good morning, Dr. Abati. Happy Friday to you. How are you? What are your plans? I put him on the spot. Good morning, I will. Good morning, Ayo. How are you? Perfect. Good morning, Rufai on fire.
How's it going?
Great.
How are you? Bless you.
TGIF. Well, good morning to you, viewers. Here are some of the stories that are trending across the globe. In the United States, former President Donald Trump on Thursday used his first campaign appearance in New Hampshire to attack President Joe Biden, who recently launched his own re-election bid, stating that Biden was a threat to democracy.
Biden, who poses the threat to democracy because he is grossly incompetent, has no idea what he's doing, and basically he doesn't have a clue, and that's a very bad position to put our country in. Our country is in a very dangerous position right now.
In Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari attended the Nigerian Army Trooping and Presentation of Colors Parade at the Eagle Square in Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, on Thursday. Clad in ceremonial military uniform, the president reviewed over 1,000 officers participating in the parade. Buhari also unveiled 28 of the 81 national and regimental colors for the newly established and operationalized units. The Chief of Defense Staff, General Lucky Irabo, Farouk Yahya, the Chief of Army Staff, and the Inspector General of Police, Usman Al-Khali Baba, were among those in attendance. In Kenya, the police on Thursday arrested another pastor, Ezekiel Odero, over the alleged mass killing of his followers just days after the discovery of dozens of bodies linked to Pastor Paul Mackenzie, who told his followers to fast to their deaths in order to meet Jesus. Pastor Odero heads the New Life Prayer Center and Church in the coastal town of Malindi. The church was shut down by authorities following his arrest. Over 100 people who were holed up at the premises were evacuated. Under sports, Pelé, the nickname of the late football legend Edson Arantes do Nascimento, has officially become synonymous with exceptional, incomparable, and unique on the Portuguese language dictionary, Michaelis. One of the most popular in Brazil, Pelé was added as a new adjective to its online edition. The inclusion came after a campaign by the Pelé Foundation to honor the football star gathered more than 125,000 signatures. Pelé, the only player to have won the World Cup 3 times, is widely considered to be the greatest footballer in history. He died in December 2022 at the age of 82. Finally, under entertainment, tributes pour in for Jerry Springer, the one-time mayor and news anchor, whose namesake television show featured a 3-ring circus of dysfunctional guests willing to bear all. The Jerry Springer Show was a ratings powerhouse and a U.S. cultural pariah, synonymous for lurid drama, known for chair-throwing and blip-filled arguments. The daytime talk show was a favorite American guilty pleasure over its 27-year run, at one point topping the Oprah Winfrey Show. Jerry Springer began his talk show in 1991. He was active in politics much of his adult life, mulling a run for governor of Ohio as recently as 2017. Jerry Springer died peacefully at his home in suburban Chicago after a brief illness on Thursday. He was 79 years old. I love Jerry Springer. May his soul rest in peace. Let's begin what's trending with a video that got many Nigerians, home and abroad, outraged. It's a video that went viral on social media showing some of the students evacuated from the war-torn country Sudan, stranded in a desert after the buses provided by the federal government of Nigeria to transport the students to the Egyptian border, from where they would be eventually airlifted to Nigeria suddenly stopped. Well, according to one of the students, the drivers of the buses refused to continue on the journey because they were not paid. The students were allegedly stranded in the desert with no security for over 5 hours.
Before we started this journey, we have to go on several fighting. Can you even imagine that we are stuck in this desert for 5 hours?
We don't know which state we are.
Like we don't know the situation we have. We don't have water. Our money has finished. Can you even imagine? And they said the vehicle drivers, they said they are not moving their bus. They said they are not moving their buses because they don't give them money. Which type of attitude is this one? Look at this place. We're stuck in desert. We don't even have compass. We don't know the way we are.
We don't know the place we are.
Everything has finished. We are done.
We don't have anything.
We don't have anything to
finished.
eat. We don't have food. We don't have anything. We don't have compass. We even know our location. We're in an unknown environment with a very big danger.
And this is outrageous. Well, the chairperson of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Abike Dabi-Erewa, swiftly responded to that viral video, stating that the evacuation process was a tedious one and that challenges were expected, adding that the government is in touch with the students and that the relevant agencies would resolve the situation. Well, taking to Twitter, Abike wrote, "I have just spoken to Naima, Nigeria. He confirmed the buses have continued their journey and said whatever issues have been resolved." Well, another Instagram user, I believe the person claimed to be a student, immediately debunked her claims and called her a liar. He wrote, "You're a liar." They continued because the students gave their passports to the drivers until the payment has been made. I mean, Rufai, this is quite a... Well, we have seen evacuations across, different countries. Why Nigeria? What is really going on here? That was ridiculous. I mean, at first I thought it was a joke. I didn't think it was a real video until she responded to that video. Why on earth would this happen?
You see, yesterday, Ayo, you were not around when this issue was raised. I remember what I said. I said it's not supposed to be a big deal. Well, because of the lack of trust and the public distrust the public has, we have a right to be able to question that $1.2 million. You see, like I was a prophet, I knew something was going to happen. You see, I don't know why Nigerian matter will always have K-leg. The leg is not always straight. This was not a big deal. It was just an evacuation. If you had contacted the transport company for the 40 buses, you should be able to negotiate with them. And then midway, the drivers held the people to ransom. That was holding to ransom. In the middle of nowhere, 4 to 5 hours, that was holding them to ransom. The other question you also asked, would like to ask Neymar, is the fact that in the first batch of